Hey guys, welcome to Get Curried. This is Varun Inamdar, and today let's celebrate Republic Day by making Tiranga Dhokla or Tricolour Dhokla. To begin the Tiranga Dhokla, the first ingredient that we need is semolina or rava. The semolina is 1.5 cups. To this I'm adding 3/4 cups of beaten yogurt. Generally a dhokla is made using gram flour, but the end product becomes yellow in color. Now basically general knowledge says that you need to color it, so you need a white base, and that's the reason why we're using yogurt and semolina. Let's give this a mix, and while we're doing that, let's flavor this with sugar, which is a tablespoon, 1 teaspoon of salt. Finally, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. We need to give this mixture a nice mix. And once that's mixed together, we need to keep this aside for a minimum of 15 minutes for the semolina to kind of swell up. It's been 15 minutes and the semolina has kind of swollen up. Time to adjust the consistency, for which I'm using 1/2 cup of water at room temperature. Let's give this a whisk. This batter needs to be nice and smooth, exactly the way we make while making an idli. Once this batter is well mixed, we need to divide this into 3 portions. The reason is because we need to add in vegetable purees and color this. The first one is carrot puree. We need the puree to be nice and smooth because you do not want the batter to have specks of white color. Let's give this a mix. For the Tiranga Dhokla, it's important to get the orange carrots, which are nice and vibrant, and do not use the red carrots, which are now available in the market. To this, we need to add in 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Let's give this a mix. We'll keep that aside for just a moment, and we'll grease a 6-inch cake tin. For this, I've taken some oil, and we need to brush this generously. Ensure the sides are greased. Let's keep this aside and set up our steamer. For this, I'm using a deep pan like so. And to this, I'm adding in water, which would roughly rise up to 1/2 mark on your finger. We need to place a lid or a cake stand at the bottom, and this is to ensure that the steam rises nicely and evenly throughout the pan. While I am doing this in this stock pot, you could also do this in a pressure cooker without the whistle or on a regular gas. The water has begun to steam. Let's transfer the first mixture in the cake tin. We need to level this and tap it a little. And this now goes straight in the steamer. We need to cover this and cook it for 10 minutes on low flame if you're doing it on a regular steamer. It's been 10 minutes and the first layer of the dhokla would be done. Let's switch this off. And carefully, we need to pull this out of the steamer. Time to add in the next layer, which is the white one, of course. And to this, I'm adding in just a tablespoonful of water. And along with this, 1/4 teaspoon of soda. Let's give this a mix. Once this batter is mixed nice and smooth, we need to top this up on top of the saffron colored batter. Let's level this up and transfer it into the steamer. This needs to be steamed for 10 minutes again, and this time on high flame. All you need to ensure is that there is enough water at any given point in time in the steamer. While this one is getting steamed, let's make the third layer, for which I've used spinach puree. Along with this, we need to add in baking soda. Let's give this a nice, smooth and even mix. The spinach dhokla batter is now evenly mixed, and also this has been well steamed. Let's pull this out and pour in the spinach batter on top of the white one. Level this well. Let's steam this now one last time for 10 minutes on high heat or high flame. It's been 10 minutes and all the layers of the dhokla are now steamed and ready. Let's move this aside. And this now needs to come down completely to room temperature. While that's happening, let's make the tadka. For this, I've taken a pan, and to this I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of peanut oil or any vegetable oil. Allow this to heat. The first thing that goes in are some mustard seeds. I'm using 1 teaspoon of black mustard. These are crackling. We need to turn the flame off and add in asafoetida or hing. This is roughly half teaspoon, and 10 to 15 curry leaves. And finally, green chilies, maybe just 2. Let's give this a stir. And mind you, this needs to be done while the flame is off. It's been roughly around 20 minutes and our Tiranga Dhokla has come down to room temperature. Let's run a knife, but before that, I'm just going to dab a little bit of oil so that it becomes nice and smooth. Run a knife very carefully along the sides of the pan. This is one of the main reasons why it's absolutely important to make sure the pan is being well greased. Just give it a few taps. And here you have the dhokla, which is ready. The next step is to apply a little oil on the blade of the knife very carefully and trim this to the desired size. In between cuts, we need to make sure the knife is nice and clean. The final thing now is lacing just a little bit of the tempering that we had made earlier. With this, our Tiranga Dhokla or our Tricolour Dhokla is done and ready. Enjoy this with your family and friends and have a wonderful and happy Republic Day. If you have enjoyed watching Tiranga Dhokla, do not forget to give us a thumbs up, like the video, share the video and subscribe to Get Curried.